Right, we have our first Multanova encounter with the Redline from Escort. I was coming on the opposite direction and got a KA alert on the Valentine, which is there is the Valentine, and yeah, it picked it up a good 8 to 10 seconds before the Redline did. I was very disappointed. On top of the Redline, we also have an Escort 9500 CI, just the radar part of the CI in this vehicle. So we will get a comparison of the 9500 CI versus Valentine One versus Escort Redline on a Multanova 6F KA band 34.3 gigahertz. I'm pretty excited. I think the camera is just up here. Okay, Valentine. Well, that was interesting. The Redline and the 9500 CI pretty much went off simultaneously after the Valentine. The Valentine One is in Euro mode, uppercase U at present. We'll come back on the opposite side of the highway and see how we go on the second run. Alright, this is our second run. Valentine One versus Escort Redline versus Escort 9500 CI. Against a Multanova 6F 34.3. This is our second run on tape. It's actually our third run because the first time I went past and saw the camera on the other side. So we're on the opposite side of the road to the actual Multanova camera. However, the camera was set up in reverse, which means it was shooting cars after they passed the camera. Very difficult to detect with advance warning, as you will see in the first video. But what happens now is, because we're actually heading towards the camera's radar beam is actually firing directly into the front antennas of all three radar detectors. So I actually got a warning on the Valentine about 8 to 10 seconds prior to the Redline alerting, and the 9500 CI did not alert at all coming back this way. So interesting to see how it goes on this run. Okay, Valentine is first detected. Our speed is 100 kilometers, 99 kilometers per hour. Wow, that's huge. There we go.
KA bound.
And nothing from the CI.
KA bound.
We're just past it now, on the opposite side. Well, that confirms exactly what happened the first time I passed the camera when I didn't have the camera rolling. So when I first passed the speed camera and I didn't have the video camera rolling. So because I've got nothing else better to do in my life, I'm going to go around and do one more lap. Okay, here we have our third pass on the Multanova speed camera. I just had a thought. Those people out there in radar detector YouTube land might make comment that the Escort was disadvantaged being mounted low on the windscreen. Personally, I think that the height of your windscreen in the radar detector mounting position is makes no difference, but anyway, that's another argument. So I've now moved the Escort Redline, and it is right up there next to the mirror. So I have the Valentine One mounted on the left sun visor, and I have the Redline mounted on this side of the rearview mirror, both mounted up high this time. Our third run past the camera. Speed is 90 kilometers per hour. The limit on this road is 100. We're approaching the camera just up before this overpass bridge here. there was about a 100-metre warning from the... Slow down a little bit. No alert from the red line. Okay, we have our 4th run coming up now. Our 4th one on video camera, but in actual fact it's our 5th. As I mentioned before, the very first time I didn't have the camera rolling. So the previous 2 encounters I've had coming back this direction, the Valentine alerted 8, 10, I don't know, maybe 12 seconds. I'll have to go back and review the video. Seconds earlier than the red line did. It was quite interesting. The run before this one now, the red line failed to alert at all, which was rather disappointing. Once again, I have the red line mounted up next to the rear view mirror, and the Valentine One is mounted on the other side on the sun visor. Okay, there's our Valentine alerting. KA bogey. Nothing from the 9500 CI or the red line as yet. Keep in mind the CI antenna is mounted at the grill level, so it's much lower and possibly being blocked by a lot of these bushes and shrubs and stuff. The speed is 100 kilometers per hour. Well, the red line did alert that time, but pretty much as we were level with it. Alright, I just couldn't help myself. I had to do another pass. If the red line had detected the Multanova coming this way the previous time, which will actually be 2 videos ago now, I probably would have left it at just the 4 runs, but considering it didn't detect it on that, what was it, first, second, third run, 3rd video, I'm going back for another go. So once again, I've left the red line mounted up high next to the rear view mirror. The Valentine One is mounted on the other side on the sun visor, and this overpass bridge coming up has the Multanova set up on the left, shooting at traffic after they pass. Coming up now, speed is 100 kilometers per hour. Speed limit on this road is also 100. Drop back to 95 as we come up to the camera. Now doing 90. This truck's going to overtake me. The camera is right there. Nothing from the red line once again. So, rear view setups. Escort Redline does not work very well. It did detect it on the first run when it was mounted low in the windscreen, but it is not detecting it mounted up high. Alright, this is our 6th and final run for today with the Valentine One versus Escort Redline versus Escort 9500 CI against a Multanova KA band 34.3 GHz speed camera, low powered polarized photo radar. I've mounted the red line back down low again on the windscreen. Unfortunately, I don't have any vertical brackets in this vehicle with me, otherwise I would make a couple of runs with the red line mounted vertically to see how much it improves the detection. I suspect it would be quite a lot. The performance of the red line against the Multanova seems to be pretty close to the Bell STI from what I've seen in the past. Okay, there's our first warning from the Valentine. I reckon we're probably, I reckon that's a good 500-600 metres away from that first alert. Nothing as yet from the red line. Our speed is 90 kilometres per hour. The camera is actually set up on the other side of the road. There we go.
KA band.
Camera is set up over there.
KA band.
There we go. Same scenario on all 4 encounters, 3 of them which I videotaped coming this direction.